Alright guys, how you guys doing? It's JB and this is gonna be our first video on the channel. We're supposed to have another video which was practice, but my dad doesn't want to post that one. But in today's video, we're going to be playing in Oshawa at Leisure Lanes today, and we're playing at the Players Tour. The pattern that we're playing on today will be I would say like a medium, short to medium pattern. So it's a 38 feet. I'm gonna tell you guys basically my game plan for today. So mostly I'm just gonna be leaning towards urethane because last time I played in Sarnia, I didn't even have a urethane. I was just playing reactive the whole time and I was having a lot of trouble. So today the plan is to just stick with urethane and play as far right as possible away from the oil. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. If the lane starts to get burnt at the front, then I might switch into my exponent with a short pin. And right now we surfaced it 3,000, because before it was, I believe it was 5,000. It was just too shiny, and I know I'm not really good on shiny stuff, especially on short patterns. That's like really uncontrollable. So to just control the front part of the lane, we just hit it with a 3,000. And if I am gonna be playing on the exponent, I have to surface it. So anything that's reactive has to have some sort of surface today. If the lane does start to get really slick and people start moving to the left, then I might play something shiny, like doing the last games. But I doubt that will happen because there's not much people in one pair. Is it 4 people per pair? Or 5 people per pair? 3 and 2? Yeah, so there's 5 people per pair. I already know everybody's gonna shoot urethane, so I'm just gonna be adjusting just based on how everybody's playing and how the oil carries down. And yeah, just stick with urethane and see how it goes. We're gonna start at 11 a.m. It's currently 10 a.m. 20 minutes away. So we'll see you guys when we get to the lanes and we get to the practice shots. And my dad's gonna record me, and we'll see how the urethane performs and if we can get lined up properly. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the lanes. Ah, Ah! One, let's go. Let's fucking go. Shot game, 10 He's going for the left. Been a couple of race sessions, but like 27 the first time. How you guys doing? I will give it today a rating of, I would say like a 6, maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. And yeah, basically, I think that I could have done much better in terms of ball change and kind of staying ahead of the pattern and basically the moves that would have got me to, you know, a better shot. Yeah, so what happened basically is first game, of course, playing fresh on a short pattern, I just stuck out with the urethane and I tried playing as close to the gutter as possible. Of course, as you guys seen on the video, I was missing my target. I would say probably 40-50% of the time, and the ball was still coming back, and that's because, the lane is still fresh. But as I was transitioning to game two and I was trying to hit my target, either the ball would read it too early and hit high and either go Brooklyn, or if I do get too wide, it would just leave me a split and it wouldn't even get close to the pocket. So from there, I was trying to make the decision between using a resin or staying with the urethane. And as somebody who has a high rev rate, I thought that urethane wouldn't be the best choice. So I tried giving my reactive ball a chance. What I did is I tried playing around, I believe it was the 30th. I was standing on 30 or somewhere in 27, 30. And I tried to get it around, I would say, 10th board, sometimes, 7th board. And I was seeing that the ball was starting to read too early, and I was using an exponent already, and I was using believe a 3000 surface. So I was seeing that it was reading too early. So I only had two choices at that point. Either I use um, either I use a shinier ball or something with less surface, and I keep throwing it the same way, or I loft it a little bit, give it a little bit of room for it to skid down the lane more and not read too early. And I tried doing that, and as I was trying to loft the ball, I was seeing that there wasn't much miss room that I had. There wasn't much room for me to make mistakes. So again, I tried switching ball and trying to throw a hammer effect, which is a little bit shinier, but it's a asin ball, so I expected a little bit more back end from it. And when I tried throwing it, I had to play a little tighter because it was skidding through the front. So I seen that, but to be honest, I wasn't really confident with the reaction that I was getting. I remember if you see guys seen on the video, I think I got a flat an 8. I don't remember. It was a flat something, but it was a really solid shot. And yeah, it just left me a flat pin, and from there I was just like, I just didn't like the way it left the pin, so I'm like, I'm not using a shiny ball. I'm just gonna try and stick it out a with my exponent with a solid ball. But yeah, so second, try to stuck it out with the solid ball, did not work. Third game, same thing, did not work. Fourth game, I tried going back to the urethane. The ball was just going all over the place. Because at that point, there's carry down, there's burn at the front, and to be honest, it wasn't really that controllable to me as a high rev. It was going either right on the top of the first pin or it was going straight Brooklyn, right? Although I tried to even when I was trying to kind of going more on top of the ball instead of really from the bottom of it, the ball was just reading super early and cutting right through the first pin. So at that point, I was like, okay, I think I'm done with the urethane because also I was seeing other people or most of the players, they were starting to shoot more reactive stuff, and I was looking at where people were throwing, and I seen a lot of people were starting to open up their angles more, and I knew that as a high rev, I think the best choice for me at that point was to also open up my angle and try and make my ball come out more of all that oil and hit a little bit of the dry, right? So fifth game, what I did is I went back to my exponent, right? I felt really comfortable with it, and although when I tried using it in the second game, it didn't give me the results I wanted. I think that it was just too early for me to transition, and the lane was just not broken down properly yet. So by fifth game, I knew and had an idea already that the lane was going to already have a lot of carry down. So the best choice for me was to start moving my feet to the left and open out my angle a little bit more. And so that's what I did. So I was standing on around 25, getting it to about uh, through third and a half arrow, and the ball just took care of itself. Really, I didn't have to speed up or adjust my speed. Everything was just really smooth, and the ball wasn't coming too high as you guys seen on the video. It wasn't hitting too high. I wasn't hitting too um, too far, and I think it was just hitting the pocket just right enough for me to strike, right, to get a flush strike. And yeah, so I stuck out with the exponent, and unfortunately, I would have probably got in if I hadn't spared on the first frame and then opened on the ninth frame. And I believe I was only short like 17 or 18, something close to 20 pins. I would have got in. So the spare definitely, and a lot of the spares that I missed throughout the games, they would have definitely got me in the cut. But anyways, yeah, the ball change I would say was definitely one of the um, biggest decisions that I was kind of messing up on. And I think for the next time when we play again on a short pattern or a sport pattern, if the lane is telling me something, I think that I just have to, make the adjustment right away rather than waiting and wasting my shots trying to figure out how to get here, how to get there. And if the lane is just telling me one thing, I just follow that one thing and use it until it doesn't work. So, but yeah, that was definitely, I would say, a really good tournament compared to past tournaments I've been playing, like the other other players tours events. I was scoring really really low, and with this one, I was able to at least make up for the second, third, and fourth game that I played really bad on, and I was able to adjust. Although it was last minute, I still adjusted um, to make it count on the last game. So yeah, that was it for that players tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed my game. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next players tour event, which is coming up on I believe May 4th at Hamilton Skyway Bowl. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out and take care.